Hello and welcome back. Gosh, what a morning. Again, I apologize for what happened earlier. I don't want to just walk away though, because we really do count on this for normalcy in our house, and it's fun. And so I do want to get back into it and kind of go through some of the stuff we had talked about going through. And I hope you weren't inconvenienced too badly. What's that, Mom?
Well, it said now watch live.
Oh, there you go. So you tell me when it shows up.
I don't have you.
Okay, here. Let me see if I can find it for you. Hopefully, we're going to get you set up so that you can do some
there.
talking with Mama Pat. It is, you're right. Correct about that. You might not have the ability to chat today, which I think I'm just going to leave that to be. Let's see. Autoplay is on. Don't know what that is. Anyway, Mom, I don't want to leave them. I don't want to leave them hanging. So
I agree, but
if you have a pencil and paper handy, I'll give you the item numbers, and I can just try to read them. William is here. He says he's back. I appreciate it.
That's good.
He said, I just left you a message. I didn't know you were going to come back on. We didn't know either. And in fact, I'm hoping that everybody finds their way back, because it's a really, we put a lot of work into it today, and it's a pretty good show. Anyway, what I'm going to show you here in the next 30 minutes, we're going to see 3 best sellers that coordinate back to the color of the year. We're going to be talking a lot about the Pantone color of the year, which is Peach Fuzz this year, and what it all represents, which is kind of nice for what's happening in today's day and age. There's also going to be a couple of web discovery items. And then, oh my gosh, I've got 2 sale items that are under $100, and that's in diamonds, okay? So under $100 in diamonds. So it's a pretty good show. All right, so to get started, what the inspiration for this whole thing was the Pantone Institute and the Pantone Color of the Year. This is an area that I am fascinated with. I mean, the Pantone Institute has always kind of been this sort of nebulous something that I've heard about it, but I didn't really know what it was, and I didn't know what they did. And so a couple of years ago, I met a lady at JCK. Her name is Latrice Eisman, and she really bowled me over. She's, first of all, just an incredible, gracious lady. I mean, incredible lady. And she's written 9 books on color, on the psychology of color, how to use color to your advantage, how color impacts our lives. And when you start to think about it and start to really kind of study it and get into it, you'll see that there's just a whole lot around us that influences us by the way of color. And so she has written, like I said, 9 books. She's known as an expert in Fortune magazine, for example, and the Wall Street Journal. They acknowledge her as the premier color expert in the world. So I didn't know when I met her that that's who she was. She just seemed like a really nice lady to me, and she had given a talk on the psychology of color, and I told her how interesting I thought it was. And so we became friendly from that. So she was kind of the inspiration, which helped me to delve into the Institute, the Pantone Institute. Are people finding their way back?
Well, hi, Carol.
Oh, you
Carol's
found
here
it.
too.
Hi, Carol. Hi, I'm glad you got the chat going, Mom. And Cass is there, and
Well,
William is there, and Mom's on, and she's saying she's sorry, but you don't have to be sorry about anything. I'm the one that screwed everything up this
ask
morning.
William if he is and Carol,
Yeah?
if he is seeing what you had when you had your. Oh,
No, everything's good, Mom. If they're finding their way here, they're in the right place.
that's right.
So
Okay.
yeah, so we're good. I couldn't really start the one that I had to end. Sorry to get technical, but Mom, I need to talk to
Carol
Mama
Craig,
for just a second,
that.
Carol. So I couldn't restart the one that we had originally set up. I had to start something brand new. All right. So that's what's going on here. All right. So anywho, here's the color. This is what I want to really talk about. This is called Peach Fuzz. And it's not a great name, in my opinion, but they loved it. So, who am I to tell the Pantone Institute what to do? But ironically, this is a color that I have lived with in my own homes in the past. I've painted whole entire rooms in it. And when it's done in the right shade of peach, it can be very effectual in relaxation. There's a serenity about it. There's an understanding aura about it, an element of compassion. And these were all things that kept coming up in the research that the Pantone Institute was doing on what was going on in the world, what colors were people putting in their homes, what were they painting their walls in, like I did. What colors are going to be the driving colors for the next 12 months. And so it's interesting because first we surround ourselves in color and then we end up wearing it. So the apparel industry is usually about a year behind in my experience. And so I suspect we're going to be seeing more and more of this color coming up. Yes, Mama?
I just sent Amy the word that we're back on. Maybe she can reach out.
Oh, sure. Yeah, if she wouldn't mind, that would be great. You can share this link, of course, but I just wanted to make sure I get this information out to everybody who was kind enough to be ready for me this morning. And again, I apologize, we're starting kind of late. So anyway, this is the color. So when you're looking at accessories and jewelry to go with this color, there's a lot of suggestions that I can make. First of all, neutrals look great with this. So if you are a white gold person or a silver person, what that will do is create kind of an icy ambiance around it. It gives it a very modern edge if you choose to do it with white metals and diamonds. If you choose to put your diamonds in yellow gold, you're going to love the way that this peach color warms to the yellow. But my ultimate choice for you would be rose gold. And I know your first intuition is like, oh, I don't know, pink and orange, but there's a real strong pink component to this that looks fantastic. Now let me see, where am I? Oh, Mama Pat. Yes, this is Mama Pat surrounded in that color. This is actually a photograph that I snapped of Mom when we were goofing around at QVC because she got her badge for the first time to go in and live stream there. All right, so there's a good picture of Latrice Eisman that I was telling you about a moment ago and all of her accolades. She is an amazing woman. So with Valentine's Day coming, I thought if you were looking for a little inspiration in the old peach tones, you might want to consider this ring. This is actually natural pink diamonds, white diamonds, and set in rose gold. This is one of the best-selling items in our inventory for affinity diamonds right now. And our affinity diamond program at QVC features diamonds from the earth. Pink diamonds are so rare and so collectible, more so than ever before. In fact, this year, because the mine closed, the Argyle mine in Australia, we've seen escalations in prices in the diamond tenders and on the secondary markets. It's risen in the last like 2 years. I think it's 400 or 500%. So they are, if you don't have any in your collection, this is a really inexpensive way to get it. This ring in solid gold is only $1,213. It is a bestseller. I think not only because it's well priced, but it's so doggone cute. It's on 3 credit card payments of $404.33. It's on 12 payments if you have a QVC credit card of $101. So it's about 40 points in diamonds. It's little limited in what we have in inventory. They come and go really rapidly. So by the time you see this, if you're watching it in replay, some of the sizes might be gone. So I just want to let you know it's a limited offering, but it is a bestseller and it's really something special. About 3/4 of an inch from the top to the bottom. The center is a puffed heart design, and then there's a white frame around it. And then of course that beautiful shank in rose gold. So what is rose gold exactly? Rose gold is complementary to all complexions. It does not only look wonderful with, rosy colors and the peach fuzz color, but it also looks great with like a chocolate brown. It looks wonderful with a taupe or like the paint color on the wall behind me. These are the kinds of things that can really ground an outfit and add not an overt, not a really strong contrast with the natural pink diamonds, but you get that blush, that posh blush through it, and it looks really nice. So that's my first suggestion for you. Here is something that I would definitely recommend. Want to make sure we're on the same page because I'm about to drop a bomb. Drop the mic. This is a sale item that I think you cannot afford to miss. I'm almost kind of happy we have a smaller audience right now, Mom, because I had blubbed that up earlier, because we're kind of giving away the store on this one, and I would love my most loyal customers to be able to snap it up if they're interested. It's $91 for a diamond bangle.
Wow.
It's phenomenal. I've never seen anything quite like this. And of course, there's not many, but there's 10 points in diamonds. So it's considered a diamond accent piece. It's accents by affinity. It comes in small, average, and large wrist sizes. It's an oval shaped bangle. And I'm not going to say who the host is who is holding that right now because she needed a better manicure, but She's a dear lady. But anyway, I wanted you to see it up really tight so that you could see all that beautiful pave work that's on it. Can you imagine?
Boy,
That's
is that a
91
deal.
bucks. It's 62% off. 62% off on diamonds. You know, it's not like we're selling chicken or something. You know, it's a really good deal. And it originally was 240, which was
Chicken?
already fantastic. Yeah, chicken. Trying to get myself in the mood for lunch and lift us all up a little bit. So it was $240.97, now 91 bucks. And if you do have a credit card that you could exercise today, Easy Pay is a nice way to go, and you can pick the credit card on that. It's 5 credit card payments of $18.20. Yeah, so I mean, it's affordable, it's beautiful, it's one of the best sales I've seen in our entire Affinity assortment. And it is one of 2 items that you're going to be treated to by coming back today that is under $100. So it's a pretty fantastic way to go. I hope you like it. I really loved it. I thought it was fantastic. Again, it comes in small, average, and large sizes. So 6 3/4, 7 1/4, and 8. Oh, as far as bangles go, we measure the circumference of the bangle on the inside of the bangle. So what I always do is I take a little string and tie it how I want it to fit, and then I measure the string. But, you know, rule of thumb, small, average, large, you kind of know where you fit into that whole equation. Here's what it looks like on. This is something else I wanted to talk about with regards to the Pantone color of the year. You can wear this with jeans and a beautiful peach fuzz color, you know, top or sweater here in the winter. Moving into spring, we're going to be wearing it with sundresses. You can dress it for the boardroom. You can dress it for the boardwalk. I think you're going to find that this layers gorgeously with your stack. And
It's a carrot?
it is 10 points. So a tenth of a carat, and it's
tenth of a
$91. And that's
I
it.
got $91.
I know. And it's a marriage of 2 precious and noble metals. It starts with, if you're saying, oh, I'm too tough on my jewelry to wear a bangle, you're not. It starts with 0.925 sterling silver. And then there's, I think, 40 microns of gold over that. And then, of course, those beautiful diamonds, which if you pay $94 or $91 today, or if you pay $9,100, the diamonds are the same quality. These are just smaller diamonds in sterling silver gold plating. So if you're willing to make those kind of compromises, you get HI near colorless, I2 or better clarity. Pave setting is done under the aid of a microscope. I mean, it's a really tough thing to do, and the labor's through the roof. So,
Classy look.
oh, so classy, right? Very streamlined, very elegant,
like
very
that.
beautiful.
I saw it in person, and it
Yeah,
rocks.
it
That's
really
why
does.
I said, you know, wow.
Yeah, it's good.
Cool.
So if you can afford 3 of them even, you could wear all 3 and have that tricolor look, which is so popular in Italy. Again, we're talking about the softness of color, so featuring the rose gold but any of them are going to look great with today's fashion. All right, next up. Moving right along, because again, I want to be respectful of your time, and I apologize once again for what happened a little bit earlier. I wanted to bring out a bestseller. This has a retail value of $1,799. How do I know that? Well, it was a today's special value earlier in the year.
You love these rings.
I love these rings. Mom's right. I do. I go nuts for these. And I would really, if you're looking for a crisscross ring or a highway style, I could not encourage you enough to try this, because this ring, I mean, the diamonds are so gorgeous. And I'm showing you the rose gold version because you hardly ever got to see that on the air that day. There were so few of them, but there's enough for you today. We also do have the yellow gold and the white gold, and this is not plated. This is all 14 karat. It's not $1,799 in our store at QVC. In fact, it is $1,137.98. Isn't that awesome?
Yeah.
So 18 and 11, that's about $600-700. Wow. I know, it's pretty great. So it comes in size 4 to 11. We do have, let's see, what do I say here? I say 4.9. What was I trying to say on that? Oh, I made myself a note. I'm trying to read it. I wanted you to know that there are nearly 24 reviews at QVC.com on this ring, and it gets a 4.9 out of 5-star rating. So I'm not the only one who likes it, right? I mean, when we pick and choose a piece to be a today's special value, it is a huge deal. I've always wanted to kind of let you in on what happens, how things are chosen. Are you guys interested in that information? If you are, would you let me know? Show me some hearts or let me know.
They might read this later.
Yes, here we are, Amy. A lot of folks might end up coming in late again because of the big old flub, but was I going to say about it? Oh, it's on 5 credit card payments of $227.60. monthly payments if you have a Q card of $94 and change. I mean, it's a great ring, but I love the crisscross style. It's a little asymmetrical. I really appreciate how the diamonds have a little air around them. You can choose either princess or round. I don't know what's going to be left in stock in your size, but man, I would run. If you're looking for a ring like this, you want this ring. And it's a full carat. So I want my best customers to see this and know that it's in stock and that it's such a great discount. It is a bestseller already, but people do know about this one. But, you know, we usually during a TSV day, it's one day and then you see very little of it again. This is something special. This is something that we do have just a select inventory of, and you should get it if you're looking for something. Oh, I wanted to show you how it comes packaged. My thought behind this is for the gentlemen, actually, even more than the ladies, although I'm going to be in some Galentine Day shows that are coming up on QVC. With Valentine's Day looming,
Oh, that's right.
this is a really great gift. I mean, it comes packaged in our TSV boxing. This is our Affinity Baby Blue, and I love this color. It just sets off the diamonds, and in particular, the rose gold version really, really nicely. So it's an octagon-shaped box, and guys, you're going to want to take note of this because you can tell the story when you present her with the ring. It was very thoughtfully designed. It was interpreted from a vintage piece, but we liked the hex shape because it's symbolic of family and commitment and perseverance. And it's the shape of a honeycomb. Yes, Mama dear?
I love it.
Yeah, it's real. I love the packaging. To me, packaging it's a running joke at QVC. You know, tell Michelle about the packaging because if it isn't presented well, I'm not interested. You know, I'm willing to maybe spend a little more on a special occasion to go to a restaurant where the food is presented beautifully, you know, and the service is great. And so I think not only do you get door-to-door service here, which is like white glove, you also do receive this beautiful packaging too, which makes all the difference. And even a gift to me from me, it makes a big difference in how I feel about the jewelry. And you should. It's definitely high end. Here it is on the hand to give you a better perspective of it.
Oh, that's pretty.
Yeah, it's just a great piece of jewelry. And again, we have it in sizes 4 through 11 in rose, white, or yellow. And it gets nearly a perfect score if you look at the .com. And best of all, you're saving oodles of money. It's $1137.98. Fantastic price. You just bought it at the right time. That's it. Mm-hmm. All right, so I promised you 3 bestsellers, 2 web discoveries, and a partridge. No, not a partridge, but anyway, 2 web discoveries, and again, 2 items under $100. I'm going to deliver, but before we get there, I want you to see one of my favorite things in inventory that I think if you haven't heard of it yet or you're considering it, you need to take action pretty quickly because pretty much the whole inventory is MIA. Let me show you what I mean. Yeah?
Or you just want to see something really yummy.
It is yummy.
Oh, God, I can't get enough of that.
I mean, it is yummy. You've seen me wear my 3-carat ring before in Brilliant Rose. There are
do it justice.
just a few of these. And in rose gold for Valentine's Day, I mean, this is swoon worthy, which with the peach fuzz color of the year that's out right now, if you're a fashionista, you're going to love it next to those yummy, beautiful peach tones. Looks great with the other pastels, with creams and beiges. And I'll tell you what, my favorite metal to wear with chocolate brown and all shades of brown actually and caramels is rose gold for sure. I love it. I've never seen a complexion that does not look good in this color. They all do. It warms to the skin. But you know, aside from the metal and the beautiful color, I do want to speak to you about the cut. This is a really unusual cut. The ring that I wear that everybody calls in about whenever I'm wearing it on the air is this cut. This is something brand new. It is exclusive to QVC for the moment, and it is outstanding. Let me give you a visual look at what I'm talking about. Now, the size you can see is about the size of a great big pea or a great big bean. I mean, it's going to be seen from across the room. Why? Well, it has to do in part because of the faceting. So which one is more appealing to you as you look at it? Do you have a favorite here, left or right? I'd love to hear. Can you see really the brilliance and the difference in the brilliant rose?
Right there.
I mean, I wanted to include this today to show you what a typical, which side is the typical one on?
That picture doesn't
This is
do
a
it justice.
typical, no, you're right, the photograph.
no.
This is a typical 58 facets, which is gorgeous, okay? It's the #1, this is the #1 best-selling cut in the world today. Why? Because not everybody has access to this. 58 facets. 80 facets. Now, more is not always better. I saw a cut recently that somebody put up that it was called something special, and just because it had more facets, they were saying it was a better cut, but it wasn't. It was leaking light all over the place. So look at the balance. This is the next, actually, I think it's better than Hearts and Arrows. I think it's going to be the next huge thing since Hearts and Arrows. I really do. I mean, and I am an expert in this field. I've studied with the Gemological Institute of America. I'm one of the very first people that was ever presenting lab-grown diamonds on television. I might have been the first or second. So, you know, I'm excited about this, and I want you to live in this and love it. Now, one of the things we do with the necklace, and we have a whole selection of brilliant rose pieces, but the item number on this necklace is J422877.
And I apologize. I passed it off as 13 karat gold, which
No, that's a typo. They don't even make 13 karat. I mean, they could, but we don't market it. Anyway, that's funny. 422877 is the number. It's a 3 karat necklace. It's in 14 karat gold. You can choose rose, white, or yellow. It's about a ½ inch top to bottom. But again, if you just type in brilliant rose, you're going to see different things. You'll see earrings. You'll see my ring, my 3 karat ring, all of that. But for Valentine's Day, don't you think that would be just a marvelous gift?
that's a better picture.
Yeah, I really love it. Now, it's significant. It's going to be a chunk of change, but I have gotten so many compliments, and I love it so dearly. It's worth it.
From across the room.
From across the room. So it's $9,987 in the 3 karat. There's a 1 karat, a 2 karat. This, of course, is the big daddy, which I'm thinking love. Valentine's Day, maybe you splurge a little bit. It is on 3 credit card payments of $33.29. Are they asking questions about Brilliant Rose, Mom?
Well, Carol said, okay, leaking light, question mark, please educate me.
Okay, so...
Amy said she has no idea what a facet is. So you
okay, yeah, let's go backwards. Oh, I love it when you ask questions.
Yeah.
A facet is the flat plane. A facet is when they cut a gemstone, it's the plane. You know how to make it sparkle, you have the 2 edges that come together and the light comes in? Okay, so here, let me go back. When the light comes in, it comes in through the table of a gemstone. It can come in around the back side as well, but primarily it comes through the table. And then depending on the mathematics of how it was cut, the light bounces around inside and then comes back up through the table and meets your eye. That's called the brilliance of the light. So for an example of what a facet is, the top that's flat, that is 1 facet. There's 58 planes or flat surfaces on a traditional brilliant round. There's 80 here. But all around. In fact, even the girdle, which is the round part where people hold it with the tweezers, even that is faceted with this.
Okay.
This will have a serial number engraved on the girdle so that you can identify your special diamond, your specific diamond, so that it's not switched out, so that you can identify it if it were to be lost or stolen. And it's going to be registered with the Gemological Institute of America. Now, before I get into that conversation, I want to talk about leakage of light again.
Good.
Because
I was
Carol,
just going to say, but leaking
it's
light.
a really good question, Carol. And light can leak not only in a diamond, but it can also leak in colored gems. And this cut that I was talking about that I was not impressed with at all was doing that. It was in a colored gemstone. And so they call it, when it's in a colored gemstone, they call it a window. So sometimes you'll hear gemologists, say there's a window in that stone. A window is where the light all of a sudden will fade away, right? You see all this like beautiful red and a ruby, but there's a spot over here on the side where it looks lighter than the rest of the piece, where the light is leaking out the bottom. The same thing can happen in diamonds. A good example of it is a marquee cut or a pear-shaped cut. Sometimes you see bow ties, dark black bow ties. When you see dark black spaces or places where they become vacant voids of light, that's not good. You don't want that typically. Now, you can see that there is no leakage of light over here, right? You can see all of the beautiful colors. That's what you want. You want the balance to be right. If there's a leak of light over here in a diamond, it's going to draw your eye to that dark place. You're not going to enjoy the shine of the rest of the diamond as much as you would with something like this.
I didn't know that either.
Does that make sense to everyone?
Yeah, Amy says you have more information than Google.
in
Holy
this.
cow,
Don't ask
Michele.
me anything else, but I know this. Anybody else have any other questions about leakage of light or
Not
about
right
facets?
now.
I mean, ask anything. I love that. That's really important because whether you buy something from us at QVC or whether you buy it elsewhere, I'm not employed by QVC. My whole job is to give you the information you need to buy whatever it is that suits your budget best. So I hope that we do that here. That's the goal.
You know,
And
you're
that's why I
gonna
didn't want to miss today.
you're gonna have to repeat that when we get back the lost people, because a lot of them
Yeah.
aren't gone yet. But that's
We'll do that.
extremely interesting.
Well, thank you. I'm glad you think so.
It takes
So
a
one of the
lot to-
questions, one of the questions that comes up a lot is what is a lab-grown diamond? And Brilliant Rose is a lab-grown diamond. It is also cut by a master craftsman. They're not mass-produced. They're cut one at a time, and there's a handful of master craftsmen in the entire world today. So it is a diamond. It is chemically, physically, optically a diamond. It is grown from a seed of a diamond into a big, beautiful diamond over time. But not all of them that are growing grow well. Is Kaz back? Because Kaz and I, we've
No.
talked about this before. Okay. Well, she'll
didn't have time
she'll see it in
to
the
do
replay. No, it's okay. You know how sometimes if you're growing a tomato, one tomato will have a little wonky edge or what, they don't always turn out to be perfect little perky tomatoes. All right. So this is life in the world of natural gemstones and in lab grown gemstones as well. So unlike pearls where you can grow 50 at a time inside of a pearl mollusk, with lab grown diamonds, they grow one at a time, one seed for one diamond, and they don't all turn into these perfect crystals. So it's exciting when they do, when they turn out to be something as special as Brilliant Rose is. Did I go to the next piece? Oh, gosh, yes, this is so important. So where the red boxes are, that shows you what our minimum standards are for our lab-grown diamonds. With Brilliant Rose, we take it up. Your Brilliant Rose necklace will be colorless. I want you to see where that is here. I wish Tyrone were here too. He loves talking about this stuff. Here's the colorless at the top. And then it goes all the way down here. So from this whole big scale, which was developed by the Gemological Institute of America, yours is up here.
Wow. Wow.
And so what that means to you is it happens very infrequently, naturally or in the laboratory. And, it's not just a matter of our opinion or my opinion. This is a copy of one of the Brilliant Rose certificates that is on file with the Gemological Institute of America. When you order Brilliant Rose, and only Brilliant Rose, okay, it doesn't come with all of our diamonds, only Brilliant Rose, you get this diamond dossier from Gemological Institute of America. This QR code, and when you point your phone at it, you can try it at home if you want to see what it looks like. You can try pointing. I've done this before. So you can point your phone at it, and then when the website shows up, you just you give it a little touch, and it'll take you there. Maybe you don't want to do it right now.
Everyone else has to pay for that.
Oh my gosh, yes. And not every diamond has this, right? So
Brilliant
it'll tell you what
Rose.
it is. Your Brilliant Rose diamonds have this diamond dossier. And it's
Included.
included, no charge. And that's right. And it's stored at the Gemological Institute of America for you. So you'll find the proportions of your diamond. You'll find the colorless quality. We're talking about VS plus as far as clarity goes in our lab grown program generally. So yeah, colorless diamonds. Is everybody excited about that? I hope.
I got one more thing.
Yes?
How does leakage happen? Leakage. You probably covered that, but I missed it.
How does it happen? It
Carol
happens
wants to
in
know.
it happens in the faceting. This is why it's so important that your diamond's cut by a master craftsman. I mean, you can get a perfect diamond, cut using machine too. But I like the old world tradition of somebody who really knows how to handle the stone, releasing that beauty of the stone in the proper way. And it has to do really with mathematics, with proportions. And so, yeah, the leakage of the light can happen because, let's say, they cut it too deep or they cut it too shallow. The too shallow things happen a lot in colored gemstones. And now that you know that, you'll know when you look at them on television or in jewelry cases or wherever, you'll be able to better gauge a better cut. Peyton and I were talking about this just the last time we had a jewelry event. Peyton Kelly is who I'm talking about, who I have a lot of respect for.
Well,
He's
it's
phenomenal.
a joy for you to talk to
I
somebody
love
that
talking to him.
knows so much
Yeah,
also.
and is legit. I mean, he
Yeah,
really
he's
is
really
legit. He
legit.
legitimately knows what he's doing, right?
Yep.
And so, anyway, we were talking about the fact that we don't dig into cut a lot. And it's not that we're avoiding the conversation. It's that, not a lot of people were interested until recently, honestly. And the ones that were interested, they would come and they'd ask questions and we'd educate them on it. But it can be one of the most important things, really, when buying a stone. It's one of the 4 C's for that reason. So yeah, this is great that we get to talk about cut. I love Brilliant Rose. Enough said about that.
I have there. I have
Ta-da!
no idea how much time we can spend.
I don't know either.
It's
Today's kind of a mess.
11:21.
So I think we're okay. I
Yeah.
mean,
This is. I'm a Black Hills Gold
I know you are.
owner, and I've never seen anything like this.
I actually did this for you.
Wow.
This is a web discovery. And when I say I did it for Mom, what I mean is my dad and my mom used to go to South Dakota a lot when my dad was alive. This was one of their favorite places to vacation, and
His hunting.
yeah. And did you know that in order for something to be called Black Hills Gold, it actually has to be made there?
Yep.
You can't just have a manufacturer out of the country that decides they're going to make Black Hills Gold. It's not allowed. So that's a little something to know if you, like me, like Made in America products. So this is a combination that's done in a very traditional way of a combination of 10 karat gold and 12 karat gold. So the ring itself is 10 karat gold, which makes it super wearable. If you're hard on your jewelry, it's a nice collection for you.
Yep.
And then the pink and the green, oh, I can see you like it. Yeah, I don't get to talk about it a lot, but you know, they don't do a lot of diamond Black
No,
Hills
that's
gold.
very special. I got mine
No.
maybe 40 years ago, and
Yeah.
it looks like the day he gifted it.
It
to me.
still looks great.
Yep.
I could do a whole hour on Black Hills Gold and how these pieces are manufactured. It is steeped with history and stories, and it is an all-American story. If you guys would like to see more and hear more and learn more about Black Hills Gold, if you would show me some hearts, if I get enough interest in that, I'd be happy to do a whole, 20, 30-minute segment on it, maybe in an upcoming episode or two, if you guys want it. If you don't, that's all right. We can talk about other stuff. But yeah, by federal mandate, a jewelry style has to be manufactured in the Black Hills of South Dakota in order to carry the name Black Hills Gold. Guess the price. I dare you.
I can't.
Anybody? All right, guess the price. You can't make a mistake, guys. Nobody's going to, nobody's going to say, oh, gosh, I can't believe she guessed blah, blah, blah. Just guess what you think.
15.
1,500?
Yeah.
Lower. Anybody? Amy, take a guess. It's not
diamonds?
1,500. And she's saying hi to Rosemary. Hi, Rosemary. Rosemary Atkinson, one of my girlfriends. Thank you for being here. Rosemary, what do you think this would be in solid gold and diamonds? Okay, there's about 12 points in diamonds here. So they're 3-pointers. Not bad. What's everybody saying? Amy's close, actually. It's
Oh,
on
you're
sale.
kidding.
No, it's on sale. It's only $397.98. That,
Rosemary said 2,500.
Rosemary, I mean, honestly, Rosemary, I get that. I do. Mom said 1,500. I know, but no. And this is why I thought, oh, wait a minute. Valentine's Day is coming. This has got a sweetheart story. It's wonderfully romantic with the rose gold and the green gold. That's green gold. And again, it's the alloying in the gold that makes it green. It's not a plating or anything like that. Beautiful Florentine finish. This is tumbled and beautiful. And yeah, it was. We brought it in at a special value of $538, which I've featured some of the Black Hills Gold pieces before at that price point because I think it's outstanding. But at $397, I'm all in.
Amy said, boom. 'Cause
She said, drop the mic. Yeah, it's fantastic. Yes, you win. Ding, ding. So that's 26% less than what we usually offer it. It's on 5 easy payments. That's any credit card you want of $79. And then we have 9-month special financing with the Q card of only $44. $44.22. I mean, it's crazy. It's like the price of costume jewelry, and this is handcrafted and beautiful. Those are hand applied, those leaves, and they're gorgeous. The channel setting in the diamonds. The diamonds are our same HI. We're looking at terrific standards. I mean, and you're seeing about 12 points in diamonds. So it comes in size 6 through 9.
I've never seen diamonds.
And Black Hills Gold,
No.
they
They
sneak
may
into
be
inventory
there.
once
They
in a
may be
while.
there, but I've never seen it.
We don't see them
Certainly
that
not
much.
price.
Well, yeah, that's the thing, right? It's one thing to get Black Hills Gold. 10 karat gold's not that expensive. 12 karat gold, they use a higher caratage and use the colors to add an additional level of texture and richness to it with the Florentine finish and all that. But when you start adding diamonds, that's when you do expect much higher prices. This is fantastic. Again, if you're an all-American girl, if you're from South Dakota, if you've taken a vacation to the Black Hills, there's so many reasons to buy it, but
It
so many
shows-
reasons to love it.
It shows such respect for Black Hills Gold.
You know what? That's a really good way to put
I
it.
mean, when you saw me when you showed it to me, my jaw dropped. What is that?
Yeah.
That's respect for the Black Hills
It
area
is.
and Black Hills Gold.
You know, I loved this product lineup that we were bringing in today and the discussion about the Pantone color of the year. Again, the Pantone Institute influences everything from our interior designs to paint colors to clothing and all the rest, to jewelry, accessories for sure. And I think Black Hills Gold looks great with the Peach Fuzz color of the year from Pantone, because not only does it blend nice with the pink, but green and greenish and peachish are almost opposite of one another on the color scale, so it intensifies both of those colors.
That's classy. And there's gold that shows around.
Oh, the
these
yellow
leaves.
gold is all around it. Yeah. You like it?
I might have to have that.
It's a really good ring. All right, so anyway, I promised you 3 bestsellers. I promised you 2 web discoveries, and we haven't seen one in a minute. And I promised you 2 items that were under $100. Now, if you joined us late, we had a bangle bracelet, I kid you not, giving it away practically. I mean, it was $91, and that's not a credit card payment. That's the whole price. $91.
Watch this whole thing too.
Yeah, and you can rewatch it if you joined us late. But here's our last and final item today. Oops. That was sort of anticlimactic, wasn't it? There's the side view of that ring from Black Hills Gold.
But that's a good side.
Let me try it again.
I love this ring. I love this ring. I love this ring.
This, I think, is a cutie patootie. This
I
is
missed
a surprise.
one. This
Well,
might
here's
be-
the thing. There was a ring. No, this isn't the one you missed. There was a ring that I saw in inventory yesterday that was under $100. I told Mom about it. She tried to get it. It sold out before she could order
I
it.
tried it all day.
Yeah, she tried it all day. So I thought, I'm going to find something equally as good. And I think we scored here. This is J372409. I've got it in size 6, 7, and 8. So I'm a little limited, but you know, when you think about it, when you go into a jewelry store, they usually only have size 7. So in a way, it's even better. I love it stacked. It looks great with the solitaire, whether you're doing it with a little tanzanite or you're doing it with a little peridot or citrine. It looks really good when you stack it because it fits right in between, right? Or the negative space is also really nice. Consider it as a pinky ring for the gentleman. Again, Valentine's Day is coming. It's $77.99.
Oh, so
That's all. I know, what a good deal, right?
I like it.
You like it too. It's
As
14
well.
karat gold over sterling silver. It's from our Accents by Affinity collection. I like it as well too. And it's on 3 credit card payments, 3 easy payments of $26. So I know this isn't rose gold, so it sort of deviates from, this sort of rose gold underlying theme that I've been doing, but I do love rose gold with yellow. I think because they're both so warm and so embracing and inviting that they work really well together. So when you're wearing that peach fuzz color from the Pantone Institute that everybody's talking about and buzzing about, and all the people I know in television are all out scouring the racks trying to get more and more of this color for the upcoming season, think about your jewelry and the kind of image you want to convey. If you want to be kind of cool and sort of, standoffish and aloof, go with the sterling silver or the white gold with the peach fuzz color. If you want that warmth, that sort of sunset feeling in your life, very romantic, you go with the yellow. But the most romantic, in my opinion, is, of course, that rose gold. In case you did miss the beginning, I want to go back and revisit that color. Show you what the peach fuzz color from the Pantone Institute is all about. And it is right there. There's the color that we're celebrating today as we're talking. Looks good with your skin, right? We're going to be wearing coral makeup as well. I'll tell you what, it's going to be a wonderful year. And
gold.
we so appreciate you guys. What did you say?
I'm getting the yellow to match my Christmas and birthday gift.
Excellent. That sounds perfect, Mama.
And I have to talk to you later because I don't want to miss it.
All right. Well, thank you again
No, I'm
for
here.
shopping with us. So like and share, and thanks for putting up with the shenanigans today. We'll see you next week at 10:30. Until then, everybody, stay safe. And if you have any questions, drop me a line on social. All right? Bye-bye now. Have a good day. See ya.